aspire to come to the Philippines, you want to have a better life, you have a special woman here, you have a special person that you love, you want to be with, you care for.
Stay tuned.
Hello my friends, this is Bobby D coming to you from the Lombon, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well, wherever you're from. Hey, today I want to say for those of you that are here for the first time, if you would click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can continue to see fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Hey, today I want to talk to you about if you want to be the man, you got to have a plan in the Philippines. If you want to be the man, you've got to have a plan in the Philippines. Yeah! Ooh, what a joy, such a joy it is to come back to you again, my friend. And today I want to talk to you about motivation and why you need a plan in your life. Now, many of you aspire to come to the Philippines. You want to have a better life. You have a special woman here. You have a special person that you love, you want to be with, you care for. And you're struggling because you're on a job there in the United States and you don't want to be on that job. You want to be with the one you love. I understand. I get that. So I want to tell you, in order for you to accomplish your goals in life, in order for you to accomplish your dreams in life, in order for you to be where you want to be in life, you need to have a plan. Yeah. If you've got the plans, then you can work that plan and you can wind up meeting or reaching your goals and dreams in life. Now, one of the things that many people do is they say, well, you know, I want to go to the Philippines next year and I'm going to be with my girlfriend and we're going to have a good life, and they never start the process. They never begin to make a plan. First step, my friends, is to make a plan. Yeah, if you have no plan, then you're planning on failing. You are. So, I'm gonna help you out. If you want to get to the Philippines, you got to have a plan. If you're on a 9-to-5 job, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, and you are not making enough money, you making $10 an hour, $12 an hour, it's not going to get you where you want to go. So you have to have a plan. Okay, first thing you want to do, if you're not making enough money to get where you want to go and to be where you want to be, you have a decision. Number one, you can work overtime. Number two, you can get a part-time job. Yeah, that's like a bad word to a lot of you. I know, I get it. But yeah, you've got to put in more hours. If you're not making enough money to do what you want to do and to be where you want to be in life, you have to get more income. And the way to do that, my friends, several ways. Number one, as I mentioned, you can get a part-time job or you can work overtime. Yeah, that's what I did for many, many years. 5 years took me to plan to get here. I worked overtime. I worked sometimes 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. My 40 plus 20. Overtime. And the company I was with, I worked for Verizon Wireless. Not only did I work overtime, my friends, but I worked on holidays. And when on holidays came, I got double time and a half. And on regular overtime, I got time and a half. So yeah, my check was almost doubled what it should be every week. And I was the king. They used to call me the king of overtime. Well, I worked because I always, whenever they offered overtime, guess what, guys? I was right there on the money. Yeah, honey, on the money, honey. Yeah, I was making that money because I know I had a dream. I know I had a goal. I know I had desires in order to be elsewhere. And making the money I could make wouldn't get me there. I had to do something to get me there faster. So I worked overtime. And sometimes I didn't feel like doing it, but when I thought about what I wanted to be and where I wanted to go and who I wanted to be with, that motivated me to keep on. And I had a plan. First thing I did was get a plan, and that's what you need to do. You got to get a plan. My plan was I had to make more money, and I make more money by doing overtime. I made more money by getting an online job, online business online. I made more money. I knew I needed more money to make things happen. And so first thing on my plan was make more money. And that's what you should be. If you don't have the funds, the income needed to get where you want to be, you got to make more money. Those are some of the things you need to do. That's the first thing on my plan, was to make more money. Once I started to make more money, then my second thing was getting the online business. And that's what I did. I had several online businesses. I was making, some of them I was doing good. Once I did that, the next thing on my plan was to visit the Philippines. Because I'd never been there. I wanted to visit the Philippines, see how it was from there. And so I saved up enough money to go to the Philippines, and I had an awesome time for the first time I went there. But I didn't like it. I mean, I had a good time there, meeting people and looking at the city and all like that. But I said, wow, these people are behind the times. This is not for me. And so I didn't like it. But when I met Lisa D, then my whole outlook changed. I knew I wanted to be with her. And so I didn't like the Philippines, but I knew that I had to get here. Either she had to get with me, or I had to get there. And it was her, then she did not want to come to the USA. Period. End of story. She don't, she said I'd come to visit, but I don't want to be there and live. I want to live here in the Philippines. So I had to make up my mind. What do you want to do, Bobby D? You want to live out here in the USA? Same old routine, meeting the same old girl, women, and same old story? Or you want to do something different in life? And the way Lisa D treated me, that was my incentive to do something different. She treated me good. She treated me like a king. Even on the internet, she respected me. She talked to me respectfully. She honored me as a female. Even when we weren't even married, she honored me. And that, to me, said a lot about her character. And so I wanted to be with her, okay? So I worked my plan, day in and day out. Even when I was tired, I did the overtime, because I know I needed the money. Honey, I did the overtime. And I motivated myself every day getting up, because I knew that I was working for a purpose. I had purpose. I had a goal. I had a mission. And my mission and purpose and goal was to get to the Philippines and to live there and live happily. And now you see what has happened. I made it. And I did it with a plan. I did it with a purpose. And I did it on purpose and on point. Did I have some rocky, shaky endeavors during my plan? Yeah. One time I wanted to quit. I didn't think it was worth it, man. So I'm doing this overtime. I was tired. And I was like, man, I gotta do it. But when I reminded myself of why I really started the plan and why I really started working overtime, that's what kept me going. I needed a change. I wanted something new. I wanted something different in life. And the only way to do that, the only way to get that, was to work overtime, make the money, and work my plan and get where I wanted to be. It took me 5 years, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, 5 long years. You hear me? 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not 4, 4. It's 4 and a 5. And I made it though. And I can look back now and say, all my struggles, all my fatigue I was going through, all my mental stress, depression, sometimes I would get depressed. It's all worth it. It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Because I'm here and I'm living a life I wanted to live from the very, very beginning. It's amazing how life can be when you're looking from a different angle and a different position in the world, different place in the world. My life is totally different now. And I thank God for it. Had I quit, I would have never known the beautiful people here in Asia. I would have never known the lifestyle that an expat can have in the Philippines. I would have never known that. I would have seen it on TV, I would have seen it on the internet, but I've never known it for myself. So I'm glad that I have experienced this part of my life and it's making it happen. So if you want to be the man, you've got to have what? A plan, okay? You got to have a plan. And when you work that plan to perfection, it will allow you to get to your what? Direction. Where you want to go. And that's what you got to do, my friends. All right, guys. Question for today. What are your goals and what is your plan to get to the Philippines? Leave your comments for me in the comment section of this video. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is Bobby D saying take care, God bless, and peace.
I want you back, but I know it's over now. Got nothing left but a couple photos to look back and feel like I'm alive, like we were when we were young. When we were young. Keep me